everyone, it's Blakely with Everyday Gourmet and Merry Christmas. I'm so excited, it's my favorite time of the year, so I'm going to show you an amazing dinner recipe. I'm going to do braised red wine cranberry short ribs with like a nice little mashed potato, a little gremolata on top. It's going to be so good. I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. Okay, so I have, ooh, this is getting hot. That's what we want. I'm going to put a little bit of olive oil right here at the bottom. So what we're going to do, I'm going to turn these down a little bit, is I have 2.5 pounds of some short ribs, bone in. What I'm gonna do is really generously season all sides. Woo, let me turn that down a tiny bit, a little too much. So what I'm gonna do is sear off these beautiful short ribs. And what that does is that really adds to the depth of flavor overall. When you're braising meats like this, the more flavor you have, the better. So let's just flip them over. I'm just gonna keep doing it on both sides here. Just like this. And this is such a fun kind of holiday twist on braised short ribs. I'm just adding cranberries basically, but hey, that'll add a nice tartness to it. It's gonna be delicious. This would be a great like Christmas dinner. You could pop it in the oven before dinner, 2 hours before, less stress. All right, so these look perfectly seasoned here, both sides. All right. All right, so let's give these a look. Beautiful. Switch them to the other side. We want to do all the sides here. Oh, it smells so good. Beautiful. All right, so I am going to chop, I'm going to slice up actually, 1 yellow onion and 1 shallot. Right here, I'm going to have about 3 carrots. Or about, if you have really big ones, like 2 carrots would work. Let's chop those up as well. All right, so, beautiful. All sides are nice. Oh yeah, perfect. Let's set this aside on a little plate here. So now, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to add in our sliced onion, and the shallot right here. And then I'm just going to slice the carrots. I like to slice them at an angle, no reason other than they look prettier. Add those right in here as well. So you want to cook this until the onions start to get slightly caramelized. Okay, so those are cooking perfectly. So I have some fresh garlic here. What I'm going to do, this one flying, is I'm just going to smash a couple cloves here. I'm going to say about 5 cloves of garlic. Just like that. Add it right in there. Now it's very important that you use one of these nice Dutch ovens. It just really has a great, and it just holds in the heat so well, so evenly, and it's just perfect for this. Okay, smelling real good. So in here, I'm going to do about a tablespoon of some tomato paste. And that really adds a nice depth of flavor. So what I'm going to do is kind of let the rawness of this tomato paste cook out and kind of caramelize a little bit. So I'm going to kind of stir everything together and just let it cook for about a minute or 2. Alright, so this is looking perfect. It's starting to caramelize a little bit. So I'm going to do 1 cup of the cab. You want to make sure it's a good quality, but you're not going to use your fancy bottle. 1 cup of that. I'm also going to do a cup of some beef broth or beef stock right here that we're going to deglaze it with. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. I'm also going to add half a tablespoon of some brown sugar. Then I'm going to add back in, I'm going to add in the herbs. So I have a bunch of fresh rosemary, bunch of fresh thyme, 2 bay leaves. I'm do another big pinch of some salt, some pepper. It already smells amazing, by the way. Just like that. Give it a good stir. I'm gonna add in our short ribs along with any of the juices that came out. You wanna kind of bury them in there. Yes. Any of the juices. Oops. And then I'm gonna go ahead and just turn this off. I'm just gonna sprinkle the top with some cranberries right here. Like that. Kind of give those a little shake down in there. Putting the lid on, and I'm gonna put it into my oven, 325 for about 2.5 to 3 hours. And it's gonna be so good. I'm gonna serve it over some mashed potatoes and a little sprinkle of something special. Can't wait to show you. Okay, this has been in there for 2.5 hours. I'm really excited and nervous. I always get so nervous when I like do things for a long time. Oh, baby. Yes. That's what I wanted. Look at that. This looks so good. Okay, so in the meantime, I'm gonna show you how to make a gremolata. So what I'm gonna do here, a gremolata is traditionally with lemon zest, parsley, garlic, but I'm gonna switch it up and I'm gonna do lemon zest, rosemary, thyme, and garlic. All right, so, because I'll be honest, when I do a lot of like slow roasted braised meats, I love the depth of flavor and like the fatty and meatiness it has, but I really feel like sometimes they lack a little pizzazz, you know? They just need a little like oomph to make them taste even better. So, I'll show you what to do. I'm doing the zest of a lemon in here. Make sure you wash the lemon. Okay, put that there. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. I'm gonna do some rosemary. This just adds a little bright, because it needs a little bit of brightness in there. Do that. Really, really fine. You don't want big chunks of any of it. You want it to kind of blend harmoniously. Okay. A little bit of that. A teaspoon of that. I'm also going to do a bunch of fresh thyme sprigs right here. Oops. And then I'm going to mince these up as well. Okay, so once this is done, I'm going to do our garlic. Also going to do some salt in here because it's going to need some salt. I'm only going to do 1 clove just because raw garlic has a lot more pungent than when you cook it. So, you know, obviously if you watch these videos, you know how much I love garlic, but I don't want it to be overwhelming. So really finely, I'm actually going to add a bit of salt to this. Kind of helps to grit it up. I'm just going to make like a garlic paste out of this. I also, while this was finishing up cooking, made some homemade mashed potatoes because you can't have this over anything but mashed potatoes, in my opinion. It's the holidays. Okay. Perfect. Add this right in there. Okay, so I'm just going to stir this together. Gremolata. Done. Now it's time to plate this beautiful masterpiece of short ribs. Gotta do a nice heaping bit of mashed potatoes here. I love to do my mashed potatoes with whole milk and some sour cream because, you know, I'm naughty. And then I'm gonna do our beautiful, oh yeah. Oh, they've actually fell off the ribs completely. Like, here's a rib. Oh, it smells like just pure heaven here. I'm gonna do the other one on here. Perfect. And then I'm gonna do some of this amazing braising liquid right in here. Oh yeah. And some of those cranberries. This looks awesome. So excited about this. And then what I'm gonna do is do a little sprinkle of the gremolata on top. And you have a divine meal. I cannot wait to try it. So these short ribs are literally falling off the bone. Tender, delicious. Gotta get a little bite of that cranberry, a little bite of the gremolata, a little bite of the mashed potatoes. And this is just the ultimate comfort meal. So there you have my red wine cranberry braised short ribs. I hope you like it, and don't forget to subscribe to Everyday Gourmet with Blakely for more delicious recipes and videos. Oh my god. Oh my god.